coming, it's coming. It's there.
All this for me?
Mike, how far are you going?
I'll tell y'all when they're coming. They're not coming.
How far are you?
Is that good?
Yeah.
No, sir. He is way behind me. I'm in the front.
Hey, did you just take her name or no?
And they're about to walk in
Oh,
a second.
You have it. It looks like her name's going to be Myrta Romanos. M-Y-R-T-A is first name, Myrta. Myrta, M-Y-R-T-A. Romanos, R-O-M-A-N-O-S.
Romanos?
M-I-R-T-A.
Yeah, it's the first name. Looks like it's Myrta. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here.
R-O-M.
Yeah, R-O-M-A-N-O-S. Thank you.
And it's the mother of the younger suspect.
I'll let Sarah say it.
Can you text him that?
I did.
Well,
I'll be down here.
No está conectado, güey. Está listo para el presser. We're set up to do the presser. It's the same thing right there. It's set up.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Copy that, sir.
Ben.
Should be a few more minutes. That is going to be the vehicle.
Okay.
And it's already set up for the presser.
Okay, gotcha.
Mirta. Yeah, Mirta.
It's been there for so long. Yeah.
All right, everyone. We are waiting for the third suspect in the Savanah Soto Matthew Guerra case to be walked out. We're told by police that it is Mirta Romanos. She is the mother of the younger suspect, Christopher Preciado.
Mirta, as a mother, how did you be involved in this?
Mirta, did you give Christopher your gun?
Family? Do you have anything to say to these families?
Did you give Christopher your gun to use in this murder?
Why'd you do it?
Are you sorry?
Excuse me, guys. Excuse me.
Nothing to say to the family.
Did you give Christopher your gun? How can you sleep at night? How have you been able to sleep at night?
Ciao, guys.
Do you have anything to say to the family?
Did you give Christopher your gun? What is your silence supposed to say? What message is your silence sending? Are you sorry? Does your silence mean anything? What do you want people to know? What do you want to say to Savannah's mother, Matthew's mother?
Di algo, ahora que puedes.
Excuse me.
That is Mirta Romanos. San Antonio police just arrested her in connection to the murders of Savanah Soto and Matthew Guerra. Savanah was pregnant at the time of her murder, according to police. She was reported missing back on the Friday before Christmas, and police found her body and Matthew Guerra's body in a car on December 26th, the day after Christmas. Last week, San Antonio police made 2 arrests in this case, Christopher Preciado and his father. And now we have Mirta Romanos, who we're told is the mother of Christopher and married to the father of Christopher. So we are expecting to get an update from police as to why they think she's a suspect, but we know from the search warrant, some paperwork that we've gotten, that she told police that she was sleeping the night that this happened, and that she said it was her gun.
You guys ready? Okay. Ready? Okay. Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. We're going to provide you with an update on the Savanah Soto and Matthew Guerra case. First and foremost, once again, SAPD wants to extend our condolences to the family of Savanah and Matthew. Today, as you saw, we just made another arrest. This is the 3rd arrest in this case. Just to recap, back on December 23rd, Leon Valley PD reported that Savanah and Matthew Guerra were reported missing to their jurisdiction. On December 26th, SAPD officers received a call for a disturbance. When those officers made that location, they discovered the bodies of Savanah Soto and Matthew Guerra. They were found deceased in their vehicle, the Kia Optima, that had also been reported missing. Since then, our homicide unit has done an outstanding job in following this case. They followed every lead. They were able to get surveillance video, which led them to these arrests that were made. On January 3rd, we made 2 arrests, 19-year-old Christopher Preciado and 53-year-old Ramon Preciado. There was a lot of information on social media that there was a third individual involved. Our homicide detectives were aware of that. However, we were looking for enough probable cause to make that arrest and to present the best case forward to the DA's office. Today, that happened. They were able to develop enough evidence to charge 47-year-old Mirta Romanos, that's Myrta Ramanos. She is believed to be, I'm not sure exactly what the relationship is, but maybe a stepmother to Christopher, 19-year-old Christopher. She is being charged with 3 felonies, the first one being alter, destroy, conceal a human corpse, which is a second-degree felony. She's also being charged with abuse of corpse, which is a state jail felony, and a third charge, tampering with evidence. Through our forensic unit, we were able to develop information from surveillance video that shows Miss Romanos involved the night of the murder. That video surveillance shows her at the home right after the murders, and she was seen on video surveillance leaving in that black truck that we all saw on the surveillance video, and then returning to her home with Christopher and Ramon in that truck. At this time, I'll take any questions that you might have.
It was her weapon, right?
Excuse me?
They matched her weapon to the ballistics.
Right. That tampering with evidence, from what we understand, she stated that was her gun. So we do know that that was her weapon.
And do they believe they were killed in that home? And what was the mother or the stepmom's role in allegedly?
I'm not sure exactly where. We haven't released any of that information. I'm not sure what the circumstances were. But we do know she was involved in helping get rid of the evidence concerning those bodies.
On the 3rd, you guys were under the impression that there were only 2 suspects, or had said that there were 2 suspects that were arrested?
No. Our homicide detectives were aware early on in the investigation that there wasn't a third person involved. We know that from the video surveillance when there is that towel that everyone's talked about being thrown. At that time, we just didn't have enough evidence to say that that was Miss Mirta Romanos. But like I said, since then, they've developed enough evidence from surveillance video from the home showing her leaving with the 2. She gets into that truck, and then when they return to the home, it's her, Christopher, and Ramon in that truck.
Had she called you guys in the past week to come to the house at all? Because I know there's been some reports of vandalism there.
I'm not aware of any of that.
As of right now, are you under the impression there are any more suspects?
At this time, we're confident that there's no more suspects. At this time, we're confident that these were the 3 individuals that were involved in this case.
Do you believe this is connected somehow to a larger ring or crime ring or anything like that?
No, we don't have any information to lead us to believe that. We do know that there was, I guess, a transaction earlier in that night. What happened and transpired was Matthew Guerra and Savanah were killed. I don't.
So you guys still don't know where they were killed, like if it was at home or somewhere else?
We believe it was in that area, right near their home. How cooperative was she? You know, I know there was a search warrant that was issued a few days ago. There was a search warrant, so they had the authority to go into that home. Today, I don't believe she said much.
What happened to the towel?
I don't have that information. Any other
question?
questions?
Did she confess today?
She wasn't cooperative today. Thank you, guys. We believe she's a stepmom.
Okay, not
Stepmother,
biological.
No, yeah, that's.
She's still married to Ramon, or?
I don't know if that's a common law or they're living together, but I don't believe they're legally married. But I'm not for sure. She did live. Them 3 did live in the house together.
So now you guys are identifying as stepmother.
Correct.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you just heard from San Antonio Police on this arrest, the 3rd arrest in the murders of Savanah Soto and Matthew Guerra. They, of course, were found dead in a car on Danny K Drive back on December 26th. They were reported missing a few days before. Savanah, she was expected to give birth that Saturday, or to be induced, I should say, that Saturday, and family just hadn't heard from her, so they called Leon Valley Police and reported her missing, and of course they found her missing, deceased in a car with Matthew Guerra, her boyfriend. And so we, like I said, we just heard from police. They just gave us some information. They said that they had executed a search warrant on the Preciado's home, which there are 2 suspects already arrested. We're talking about Christopher Preciado and Ramon Preciado, and they believe that Mirta is married to Ramon Preciado, the father, and then is the stepmother of Christopher Preciado, who is the one who's charged with capital murder in this case. He's the one who police believe did it. They believe that these 2, the parents, helped with the murder. They helped clean it up, they say. Okay. Sorry, we were just getting some quick updates from police there on the case number. Now, we did get our hands on the arrest affidavit. And according to this arrest affidavit, I'm reading through it. Okay, we're getting sound in Spanish right now, so.
Asesinato de Savanah Soto y Matthew Guerra. Ya sabemos todo lo que pasó antes. Hoy, los detectives tenían suficiente evidencia para hacer un arresto a la tercer sospechosa que se trata de este caso. Hoy arrestamos a Mirta Romanos, de 47 años. Ella va a ser cargada con 3 cuentas de delitos mayores. Alter, destroy, or conceal a human corpse, abuse of a corpse, and tampering with evidence. Todos son delitos mayores. En la noche, bueno, cuando nosotros, nuestros detectives obtenieron el surveillance, el video del surveillance que tenía la camioneta, cuando estaban tratando de esconder los cuerpos de las víctimas, todos sabíamos que había una tercera persona dentro de la troca que como tiró una toalla o algo. Siempre sabíamos esto. Teníamos la idea quién era la tercera persona, pero no teníamos suficiente evidencia para cargar a esa persona con los delitos. Hoy nuestros detectives tenían suficiente evidencia para cargar la madrastra, que creemos que es la madrastra de Christopher, esposa o common law, novia de Ramón. ¿Tienen preguntas?
¿Por qué demoró tanto para tener ese arresto?
No teníamos, ella, siempre sabíamos que era una persona. Pensábamos que era esta señora Romanos. Finalmente teníamos suficiente evidencia para cargarlo con eso.
¿Cuándo tuvieron esa evidencia?
Parece que hoy fue cuando los detectives fueron a obtener el orden de arresto, y hoy fueron y la arrestaron sin incidente.
¿El arresto cómo fue? ¿Sin incidente?
Sin incidente, en la casa de ellos.
¿Está cooperando? ¿Habló con ustedes?
Ella no estaba cooperando con la investigación hoy, pero sí el arresto fue sin incidente, y cuando lo traemos aquí no habló con los detectives.
Ya había estado cooperando con ustedes. ¿Qué les dio a entender? ¿Qué evidencia les dio a entender que ella era la persona que estaba en ese video?
Finalmente teníamos evidencia del video que vimos a ella entrar a la camioneta con Ramón, o bueno, con una persona, con Ramón, en la noche que ocurrió los asesinatos, y cuando regresaron los 3, Ramón, Christopher y ella, salieron de la camioneta.
¿Nos puede decir un poquito de la arma que sí fue?
Sí, bueno, una de las cargas que ella fue cargada hoy fue tampering with evidence, y era la pistola. La pistola, ella es la dueña de la pistola. Ella fue, cuando fuimos a recogerlo o buscarlo, estaba en el cuarto de ella, escondida, y la unidad de forensics confirmó que esa pistola fue la pistola usada en el asesinato de las víctimas.
¿Alguna vez Christopher o Ramón dijeron algo acerca de ella?
¿Digamos?
es Christopher o Ramón, los dos involucrados al principio?
Ella ellos nunca le involucraron a ella y ella nunca se involucró ella misma. Fue evidencia que nuestros detectives obtenieron para poder hacer eso.
Last question, guys.
Y el último vez que estabas aquí, cuando fue el último arrest, dijiste que estabas seguro que no había ningún otro
Bueno,
sospechoso.
estábamos seguros que no estábamos buscando a otro porque los teníamos identificados. No podíamos hacer un arresto sin suficiente evidencia. Ya sabíamos quién era. Bueno, ya sabíamos quién era, pero ahora finalmente obtuvieron la suficiente evidencia para tener un arresto. Okay, gracias. Thank you all.
Gracias.
All right, we just got another update from police, but this time in Spanish, to give an update to the Spanish stations, but we were able to ask them a couple more questions, specifically about the last time we were here. We were here about a week ago when they arrested the first two suspects, Christopher Preciado and Ramon Preciado, who are related to Mirta, the woman that just arrested, who you saw get perp walked to that police car just a few minutes ago. When that happened, they said that they were confident that there were no more people that they were looking for. And so I asked about that because obviously there's a third person arrested. And what I was told by San Antonio police is that they already knew that she was involved in this murder in some form or fashion. They just needed the evidence to be able to prove it and to charge her, which they said that they were able to do today. And they said that when they brought her in, she wasn't cooperating with them, didn't give them much. And another thing that we learned from that press conference in Spanish is that the two suspects that were already arrested, Christopher and Ramon, they did not give her up. They said that they did not even mention her. And so San Antonio police, through their own work, they said that they narrowed down this person, Mirta Romanos, and arrested her. And they said that, of course, it was her gun that Christopher is accused of using in this crime. And again, for those of you just joining us, a third arrest was made in the case involving Savanah Soto and Matthew Guerra, the two killed, found dead in a car on December 26th. Savanah was pregnant. She was expected to give birth any minute now. She was actually supposed to be induced the Saturday before her body was found, and her family had reported her missing because she didn't show up to the hospital. So we're going to wrap everything up for you right now, but of course, join us again tonight at 5 and 6 to hear more about this case.